Hey there, lads and lasses. This here is Thunderhand64 coming at you live from the west coast of the United States here on a Wednesday afternoon. It is a little bit past noontime, and that can only mean that it is time for some Generations Minecraft server. And today, we're going to be working in the creative test world on the Baby Zombie Rush. Not so mini game. Well, a little bit distracted because my sound levels seem to be a little bit off. I think they're okay now. Yeah, that does seem to be a little bit lower than normal. Let's see if I can change that a little bit. Just some levels here. Let me do a little bit of that. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Well, it sounds better in my headphones, although it looks like it's peaking a little bit to you guys. So I'll bring that back down some. Let me see. Let's try that. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Yeah, okay, we're in the Ember now. We're doing well there. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I am super tired this morning. I don't know why I'm so tired. I slept very well last night, but today may be a bit of a cognitive struggle. I mean, every day is a cognitive struggle for me at this age, but it might be a little more so than ever. Oh, yeah, right. So I should be in the survival world right now. That means I need to change back over to the creative test world. That means, look, I've got to go do this. This is off camera, you guys. I'm just getting into my server control panel here and switching over the maps. Okay, yeah, do the thing. Okay, yeah, we're on stop. Save the changes. Okay, and then I think we can do the restart. All right, there we go. It's loading up. Okay. So I've been putting a lot of work in on the Buffooncraft community server lately to get caught up for this weekend's challenge. We'll be streaming the community server this Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. And again, just for an update, I've decided to switch off of streams like that. So every Friday is the Buffooncraft stream. And I will alternate between the Season 5 server and the community server. And I guess that's a plan for right now. Okay, we're looking good there. Let's log on to Generations. Let's see what we have. I'll keep on the camera scene here until I've confirmed. I was up late last night doing a little bit of my older son, Biggie's calculus with him, helping him out with that. I mean, it's fun stuff to do, but I didn't get around to it till pretty late. Maybe that's why I'm tired today, because I was up late last night. I wasn't up too late, though. I should be okay, but I'm not. Okay, this is better. Whoa! These guys should have despawned. I find that somewhat odd. Well, let's jump down and... Okay, let me switch the scene here. So, Yeah, some of the spawning mechanics are a little bit different now. Usually when I die here in the server, the mobs despawn. But they haven't been doing that lately. And usually if I log off and there are mobs on the server, they despawn when I log back on. That's not the case. Let's see if we can lead them away. Come on, dudes. There we go. Wow, they are out for blood. Let's see if they can find me if I jump down in here. Can you guys see me? Why, hey, dudes. Oh, God. Okay. All right. Now, see, I'm thinking they should have despawned now, and they probably haven't. That guy is still there. Let's see. Let's get into creative. We'll just whack him. Sword. We're going to leave him in there because we're going to respawn some dudes. So he's actually useful in his currently mobile state. And, well, you know what? Let's just do the command. And I think it's at E for all entities. That includes me. That's fine. But they should all be gone now. Yes, they are. Good. Okay, so where we left off last time was we wanted the entrance into the open feature here. And that works beautifully. I do like that a lot. And that's some pretty good redstone there. That does the thing that it's supposed to do, and it does it well. That's so satisfying. Okay, so what we can do now is we need to link the door up with the countdown system. So when the door opens, it triggers the countdown. That needs to happen. Here's the countdown system here. And right now, I believe I was triggering the countdown system with this button and this observer. So I'm going to have to review how that was going. Let's see, I'm pressing this. It hits that. It grabs this up and out of the way. Oh, okay, so that's in the preloaded state. I understand. Okay, that should be good. So when I press this, it'll bring this down and bring it back up. That'll trigger the system. That'll send a pulse through here, grab this, pull this down, which will... that should do that. Activate the dispenser. The dispenser activates the water. All right, so all of this is just the manual system for activating the system. Activating the countdown. The countdown activation starts with the dispenser and works the exact same way that this one works. So what happens is when I press the button, It'll send a redstone signal over this way. Activates this, opens the doors, shuts off this. This observer will see that piston activate, and then it activates the dispenser that has the water in it. It'll waterlog that block, activating this observer. It activates this piston, pushes the block over. The block activates this and opens said doors. Yep. The doors open right away. This system on the side lowers the slabs so you can get through. So that's the idea there. So we're going to do a similar thing over here now, except we have a choice. We could take the signal off of here when the doors open to activate the countdown clock over here. That might not be so bad, actually. We could snake it over like that within the wall, which might be easier to do. But we also have to have the exit open as well. And I think I want to save this portion of the wall here for that, having the exit open up. So I think I'll run this underneath. If I hit this, that's pretty quick. I could use the signal that lowers the slabs down to start the countdown clock. That'll be enough. I think that'll be good enough. So again, that will run off of this block here. We'll run something over here to this dispenser. That'll trigger the water up to here and then trigger this system over here. I think that's the best way to do it. So we can take out this. We can leave this in place. And I think the best way to do this is with the rails, maybe. This is in the off state. This goes on. Right now I'm thinking on just coming out here on the side like this and then bringing this over there like that. Yeah, that might do it. Yep, that might do it. We could try something like that first. So I'm going to replace this temporarily, just so I don't mislead myself. Right. All right. And I can hear somebody at the front door, in fact. Yeah, okay. Let me go deal with that. I will be right back. Okay, and we're back. All right, let's just run. Let's just start running a line over there, and let's just see what happens. Access hole right here, and then I'm thinking. This would make a steady on signal. And we need a pulse, I believe, like a button. So maybe I shouldn't take it off of this block. Maybe I can take it like right off this dispenser, right off this piston with an observer. That would go to there. I could have a piston facing this, an observer facing this way. So I could do something like this, I think. I'm trying to think of an easier way to do this. I'm about to do something janky, and I think there's a much, much easier way. Like, here's the observer activating that piston. That dispenser. And there's the observer detecting that. But, I also need it low enough where I can run the line. All right, I'll tell you what, let's work at this end first. And that'll give me a little time to think about that end. I can rig up something that'll work for this very quickly. But I also want this to be, compact and done well. Which is asking a lot. That's asking a lot of the brain. I'm thinking... like this. Okay. Let's do that. No, let's go down one more. Now, I think this just needs to send a pulse upwards. And that might be enough to activate that dispenser. So let's grab an observer. Like this. And I'm thinking when that piston's activated and it pushes this up, it'll put a signal into this, which will activate the water. It'll log that block. This will see it and activate my system. And I think I'm okay with it. Well, let's try it out. So let's use a button. And let's just stick the button right on the side here. All right, let's do this. Okay, I should have loaded up the dispenser first because everything's in the collection probably. right? Yeah, it is. All right, so the idea is when this then reads... All right, let's do this. Usually... Oh yeah, I can go like that, right? Nice. And I have to load this up first. Where did my... Oh, in my inventory. See, it's going to be one of those days, people. It's going to be tough. All right, let's see where I'm at here. This needs to be turned off. Okay, I've got everything running opposite now. Okay, that's good. All right, so we're in the off position, right? These are loading up, we're good. That's in the reset, that's good. Good there. Let's temporarily break that. What am I doing here? Is everything all set? Yeah, it is. All right, let's reload this. And I need a comparator. Comparator. We're good there. Okay. Comparator needs to be reading. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's good. All loaded up, set to go. This is ready to go. Good. This needs to be working faster than it is. That means it has to be activated by an observer again. So let's do this. And then let's do like that. No, I've got a better idea. It's going to cause problems. Like that. Good. It's still going to activate it anyway. Let me pull that off of there for the moment. Sticky piston. Right there. Okay, this is how I need this to work. Looking good. Okay. Hands, please. Please. Okay, and so what I'm thinking now is we send a pulse. Now, again, I could put this at 90 degrees and have this away. I could also use a target block here and bring it up one more block. But giving yourself a little room here with the redstone is, you know, it's not a bad thing. I was thinking of going over this way with it and bringing the signal there. That might not be a bad thing, but, you know, also a straight run down here and then bring it over, that isn't too bad. I think we're in alignment here. Okay, so when this activates, we could do a similar thing here. We could put yet another observer on here. I would, let me see. I would like something like this to happen. Wrong way. That caused a lot of problems. It's broken. Are we good? No, we have this running opposite right now. Okay, good. That's how that's supposed to run. Are we back? Yes, we are. Okay. Let me think. If I face this up, then the Piku faces down. And that's what I want. Like that. Now, I don't think it'll power the track from above, but let's try it. Let's see what happens. Like this, let's just see if that lights that up. I don't think it will, but... it does. Did you see the pulse go through? So... Oh, but we're going to have... Oh... All right, this is going to pulse twice, on and off. That's not good. So it'll send... It's going to send one pulse through like this. That'll activate it. But then, see, it'll activate it again. That's not good. So using this is not a good idea. All right, coming off of this is a good idea. I could come off of this at any point. All right, so using this is bad because this will start and stop. And I don't want to start and stop. I want just one pulse going through when that opens. In. Why? Is that why? Oh, yeah, because these initially are supposed to be lit when you come in, and then it's supposed to start counting down. Got it. This is one of the problems with coming back to this like every other week. Trying to remember everything I did. Yeah, so we're going to have to pull something off of this. This is not going to be cool. Let me think here. One more time. Just send the pulse through. Yeah, I'm thinking I have to come off of here, here, or here. Again, if I send it over the top, it's problem solved, but then I lose this real estate for the opening of the door. And that's not something I can use for here. Or is it? Could I run this redstone line along the top of the wall and bring it around this way to open up the exit? I might be able to do that. Instead of running it back here. But there's a couple of things we need to think of in advance. We also need to activate the command block that makes the baby zombies rain down from the sky, or whatever other thing that we were going to have planned. So my original thought was this is the return line afterwards. So when this is empty, this shuts off. This sees the change in the comparator and sends a signal back here, and it pulls this back and shuts the system off. So, but with this line also, when that system shuts off, it'll open a door and let the player out. That was the plan. Anyway, that was the plan. So I was going to come right off of this circuit and bring it around. I mean, I could bring it here and bring it through here and bring it all the way around here in the top and have that work that way as well. I could do that. And I could have the exit over here. And then use this as the activator. If this is the activator, then maybe we can do away with the dispenser up from the bottom and we could just have this activate from the top. We could do that. Watch it do its thing. It's collecting all the items. Shuts off afterwards. I think what I was doing was just breaking that redstone when I reset it. I think that's what I was doing. So I put it in here, and then it doesn't read the update. There it is, and then I just reset it like that. Okay, that's how I was resetting it temporarily. That's something we're gonna have to do. But I think you guys can see what I'm thinking here now. I can trigger this from above, and I can just run the line directly over here. In fact, I could run it right off of this one. Thusly. And I don't think I need these. I don't think so. And I don't think I even need to step up a block. In fact, I can probably bring this to that level right there. This needs to be facing this way to operate the piston the way that it does. So we could... bring another observer up this way. Let's temporarily get rid of that. Okay, it's doing its thing. Nice. I love it when a plan comes together. All right, and pulling that stuff out of there. Temporarily breaking the redstone. I'll have to come up with some reset thing for that. Putting that back in. Attaching that right there. So I'm thinking of just running a redstone signal over here, and then when this sees that activate, this sees that activate, and then does the thing. Does the thing. I could probably even do it on the same level. All right. I could probably do something like that. Maybe not that, though. All right. We could do something like that. And again, I think the rails would be the way to go here. I'm going to break that temporarily, just so we're not constantly activating it as we're trying to build it. Right, so rail. And let me think about this. This should be, well, we could use a target block too. A target block might work in here to transmit the signal through. Then we'll test it. We'll see how it works. That might work. I'm not 100% certain, but we'll see. Repeater. If not, we could just use repeaters there, right? So I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. Like this. Now, I might need repeater in and out of this. I'm not sure. That might be okay, though. And then just temporarily, and just so we can get recognition of this thing activating. Like this. That should show us. That should show us if it works. Let's take a look at the signal. Okay, it didn't transmit through the block. So we might need to do that. Let's try it again. We can also... Can I do that? No, I can't. Okay. I was going to activate it from like this side. I can't do that. Maybe for right now, though, I could do... It's just getting my butt... thunder. With the hands, really. Just get my butt over there in time to see it fire. Okay, the target block is not conducting at all, no matter what. Okay, so that's not doing what it's supposed to do. Just saying. Can we... Again, we might need the repeaters in and out of this, but let's try it. Yeah, that's not working. So what do you all think? A blob of redstone? Like that? I mean, it's crude. Wow, you know, I just can't get that signal to turn the corner, but I think I know what to do. Yeah, see, and it's right here. You can't transfer the power from the rail into redstone and back. So what we can do is we can use observers for that. And that's, you know, really that's what you're supposed to do here. Like that. Facing the other way though, like this. And this one, I think that would do it, right? I mean, that should do it. I need to see this real time, actually, so let's bust this down so I can just watch it happen. Because otherwise I'm just wasting time. Right? We can just watch it work. Or not. Or not. This could do the same. Oh yeah, that's right. That has to stay there. This could do the same thing here. Right? And then we could do that. This sees that, and brings it over to here. maybe that would give that enough of a flash so we could see it. Okay. You know, it's really interesting to see this giving a pulse, 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 pulse like that instead of just a one continuous pulse right through. But I think it's because of this. Right? So and this isn't quite reaching. I think the rate on this, I thought, was maybe 9 rails for that kind of a pulse. So if we took another one of these and just put it in the middle somewhere, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 10 and 11. So if I went like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this, and I put this here, and I put that there, that might be enough to transmit the signal. Okay, that's a start. This though, this is gonna be a problem. We need something that will give an output but only a strong enough output to give this one pulse out. And that might be something, since it's along the top of the wall. No. No. Because it'll catch the initial flash of this, but not of these, right? Not the continual as it runs through. I think that's what's going to happen. No, it does catch it. Because we don't have a repeater here. Yeah, see, we're a little bit too compact here. You know what we could... Oh, hey, you know what we could do, though? We could... I think I can move this whole repeater clock back 1 block. And then I can get a repeater in here on this. Waylander Tone! Tone, how are you doing? Thank you for dropping by. And Tone, I know you're a busy dude. If you need to lurk, please go ahead and do so. Lurk's super appreciated, but happy to see you. You guys can see the auto shout out there for the mighty Waylander Tone. Watching and playing Minecraft. Would you happen to be on the Buffooncraft community server, sir? And there's Angel by you. And Tone says, I would. So for those of you who do not know, though I don't see how you could not know at this stage, we've been at this for about, I think we're into our 4th week with the Buffooncraft community server. So we've whitelisted a number of our viewers as VIPs, and we've made a community server in which the select viewers can play with the buffoons, play Minecraft on a server together, and it has been all the rage of all things buffoon. And we've been having so much fun on there. Tone and I just the other day raided a bastion, and it was a lot of fun. It's cool to be able to play with these viewers and stuff. They're super cool folks. And so, in fact, at some point today, we need to finish that up. After the stream. So please go check out Tones. You guys can see the auto shoutouts for both Angel by You and Waylander Tone. So please do yourself a favor and go check them out. As I always say, you'll not do yourself a favor and you'll not be disappointed. You definitely will. So Angel, what's new? You've recently done some big moves and big life changes. How is all of that stuff going? I have not been able to catch up on any of your streams to be able to ask you in person. Angel says it's slow and steady. Okay. All right. Slow and steady, but hopefully well. All right, so what we can do is we can pull this off of this side like this. We can do that, that, and that. And this is what I'm thinking here, right? And if we put the repeater there, right, even if I have the repeater coming out here into there, I can read the repeater activating with the observer. So let's try that. And then we'll see if our changes have not, in our attempt to solve problems, have not created new ones. So this should do that kind of a thing. And let's make sure that the door still works. It should. Yeah, it doesn't. Let's see. What have I changed? Oh, that's why. If I look at one of these circuits like this over here, see, they need to be in opposing directions. Yeah, it's not gonna work. So let me see. Let's look at input edge. Input edge, and of course, yeah, it has to read from the input edge going over, so the two pegs have to, yeah. So this would be the input edge over here, so this would have to be facing that way like that. That way it can input, come around here, and it can cycle and cycle and cycle, right? Same thing here. This would be the input edge over on this side, and it should have to do, that. Let's see what happens. Yes, nice. Okay. And then I think we just need an observer reading that repeater when that goes off. We'll temporarily do that. Oh, I made the same mistake twice. Please. Okay, that should do it. And then I think we're good with this. Now I'm thinking on having just this circuit run across the top over this. Hopefully it won't interfere with these. Maybe I'll use some glass blocks along the top. And then I can stage it down over to this. I haven't streamed or gamed much in the past month. Yeah, that's probably why I haven't seen you to ask for updates. I'm hoping to bring streams back soon. You guys, Angel is probably best known for her Beat Saber streams, which are freaking awesome. You know what? I'm going to use... I'm going to see... let's activate the door, and we should see this... Yeah, see that go off? Now, we do have a double pulse. We do have a double pulse, but we should be okay. This is one of those things I think we might be good. Yeah, because I don't want a double pulse there. I want a single one. So when I could come out of this with a repeater set to 1 tick. I could do something like that. Let's try this. And this, I'm just adding some insulation. Hopefully this won't activate that down below. Because I could take 90 degrees and go right off of there too with it. See, the player won't be able to see any of that stuff from down below, so we should be good. See, the player won't be able to see any of that. So we should be good there. So we might do something like that. Yeah, see, we still get a double pulse though. And I thought if I delayed that by a tick, or is it 4 ticks that gives me just a single pulse? No, double pulse every time. Now, I've solved this problem in the past. I just have to remember how I did it. Because I want this to read, and then I want to give this just a single pulse through. Which is kind of what this does. But that's extended, right? So I just have to remember how to have an observer give a single pulse. Because we're working off of a button, and that's the problem. A button gives a double pulse. There's Shelbs. And Angel's trying to put forth the claim that my streams aren't as awesome as Thunder's Minecraft streams. Stop that. Stop it. Thank you, but every bit as awesome, if not more. And I don't mind saying. And of course, the mighty Shelbs, fellow buffoon. You guys could see the auto shout out there for Shelbs. Shelbs, of course, active on the community server with the rest of us. Currently helping us track down a decent nether fortress. The only nether fortress for kilometers around is right in the middle of a crimson forest there. And it's just like the worst biome for that, so. Found us one in a basalt delta, which is better. But I think we all agree, ideally, one either in a Soul Sand Valley or just over a large enough lava lake would be awesome. Either that or it's just, the grind of just finding the whole borders of the fortress area and then just mob proofing the whole thing against all other mobs, which is fuck. That's tough. This is one of those things I might be able to do this with a I might just be able to do this with a Oh, hold on. Let me check something very quickly. Better but not great. It's a lot of fun, especially for us buffoons. I mean, it's a lot of fun for the VIPs, as far as I know. But it seems to be from their reactions and their interaction and stuff. They seem to be having a great time. It's especially fun for us, the more seasoned buffoons. The buffoon regulars, because we have an early world game, and so early game, we've just missed that so much. I don't know about you guys. I tried to do a little bit of end raiding, and I have to relearn end raiding. That's how long it's been since I've gone on an end raid. I went on. I made a couple of initial forays out. I got my elytra, and so I'm good there. But when I started to try to clean out some towers for the shulkers, just death after death after death after. It's like unbelievable. I have to remember how to do that again. To be honest, I always enjoy a good grindy project. Yeah. Grindiness. Just put on the tunes, right? Let me take a look at this. There's something I want to look up quickly here. Let me just reference something very quickly here. Interesting. Yeah, I was trying to reference what I had for a pulse converter for this one. As far as I know, though, for this, oh, hold on, let me check something. You know what? Let's just try to convert it at the other end. I'll bring it over to here before I step it down. And then I can do something like this. And then I could do something like this. Nope. Hands. Like that. Okay. How many blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, yeah, that should be plenty. This may not have been a strong enough signal. Yeah, we run out right about there. So let us do that. Although I don't like that. Well, I don't know. I guess we can kind of hide that. That isn't that visible through there. Yeah, okay, so we're still into that problem. So if that's the case, let's just run this directly over to there like that. And what happens if we extend that pulse by 1 right there? Oh, this is what's happening, I think. Let's bring this 1 forward to boost that. I mean, if we really needed to, we could do that, but... For some reason, we're not making it down that step, but... I just want to be careful for this. This block activating that circuit. Like that. Okay, well that certainly works. But you can see where we're sending the double pulse, right? See how it flashes on and then off again? I think one of the things I had it doing was to... Oh, yeah, this is how I did this. All right, the first pulse would place the block in place, and then the second would retract it back. Right, that's how I was doing this. That's how I was doing this. So this would activate a piston, and the piston would place the observer, and then the second pulse would pull it back. And that's basically what's happening here. All right. This needs to throw that into place and then need to pull it back when it's done. But that's that's bad. Let's do this for right now. Let's bring this over to here, maybe like this. And let's do that. This is simulating what's going to happen. And then the second pulse would bring it back. Good. Let's try that. Let's get caught up in the chat here. Let me see. Shelbs is saying, for me, the best part of the new world experience is getting all these new building ideas. Yeah. It's the early game of just starting out and getting a brainstorm of new ideas. Yeah. So what big Redstone project are you working on today? So, Shelbs, this is the... So I stream Generations every Wednesday. And so I alternate the Wednesdays. So last Wednesday, I worked in the survival world, in the survival map. And this Wednesday, the alternating Wednesday, I work in the creative test mode world. And the creative mode test world. And this is the not so mini game, the Baby Zombie Rush. And we're finishing up the final features for this game before we're ready to implement it. We have an open area feature here, and we have an input feature here, a start feature over there. Those two things need to be done. The exit feature is already finished, and most of the other traps are already in place. And so we're just finishing this up right now. We're just trying to get the activation system, so when the player activates this and finds themselves in the open area, we want the door to open to allow them in, not allow them back out, and we want the countdown clock to start counting down, and then when it gets down to its last lamp, we want it to shut off, and then it will, first of all, open a command block. Some fireworks will go off to direct the viewers, the participants' view upward. Command block will then start dropping baby zombies down from the sky, or maybe something else later on, into various parts of the maze. And then an exit door will open up and let the player out into the maze again and close behind them, not letting them back into this feature. So that's the plan. Also, there's another feature that we need to add to this door that will only allow the player to access this once. So if the player goes through the maze and finds themselves here again, they go to activate this, this won't work. So I did that on the former door, and I forgot to set it up on this door again. So right now we have the door in place and working. That this redstone down here, this stuff is now finished. We no longer need that. So the player would come running through here like this. They would push the door like that. They would run through. Baby zombies coming in through behind them. If they can dodge the baby zombies, the sunlight will be burning them, but they need to juke them long enough. They try to get back through. They can't. More baby zombies, though, can certainly come through if they get trapped in the door. That's the idea here. But then, after the baby zombies are dead, they'll see that the clock is starting to count down. Gets down to here. Fireworks go off. Hey, what's that? They look up. Baby zombies start raining down from the sky, and then the exit door will open up and they can leave. So once they pass through the exit door, it closes and deactivates the entrance and the exit, so the player can no longer access that. So that's basically the idea of this feature. And then once this feature is finished, we need to come over here and make a proper starting feature. This is usually where I'll spawn the zombies, the baby zombies, and they'll all be in this cage area right here. Then the player will start. The moment the player hits any of these pads, the gate drops and the baby zombies come out. But I want a better start system for this. So, and that's where we're at right now. That's the update for the Baby Zombie Rush. So right now I have the door activated, and now I'm having the door activation circuit come over and activate the countdown lamp. So, and I'm trying desperately to figure out the best way to do that. Good. All right, doing what I want it to do. Now this should activate that. The moment I do this. Good. Perfect. So you can see how it'll just bring this here to send the pulse and then pull it back to reset it. That's the idea. So that works like a charm. This is probably not going to be necessary any longer. Right? And the idea of using the rail here was to cut down on the time. I wanted rail to go all the way across, but the new kind of features we have here, that's not going to be possible. Good. That's a reset. Good. Okay, so that works out fine. Now, the way I had this set before, it should be very similar. Now, you can see where I have this piston here pushing the observer into place and pulling it back. That's really what this does. Except this puts it in place, and then this pulls it back. So I've got to be careful with that. Before I had an observer here, and this was reading a steady pulse. To activate that. Right, so let's hook that up and let's see what this does. Let's do a little bit of jank here first. Maybe a target block might help us with that. Maybe. Let's, no, that's going to cause a problem. Let's do that. Let's do that. This should break that circuit. Like that. The thing is, when this is like this afterwards, right? I mean, you could sort of see that, but from here, no, not really. Right? That covers that up. Let's just, let's make sure I'm reset here. Okay, I'm all set to go. That's in good shape. That should send that over to there. I might be able to remove this so I can see this working. Can I? Yes. I got to be careful because some of this is holding the water in place. So I think I can do that. And remove that. That way I can see this working from over there, right? Now, there's not enough items in here to run the entire countdown clock. But for some reason, this was broken. Oh, that's why. That's why. I think I can just do this. And again, I'm thinking that we don't need this, actually. I'm thinking and I'm sure I'm going to find a more efficient way of doing this. Right. This might do it. This might be a little bit too long to send a signal, though. So let's do a reset. Pull all the items out. Reload them. Let's put that up there. This might be a little too long of a stretch. I forget how many rails that this can activate across. I think it's 9. Also, this is sending a signal back across this, which I don't think is a problem. Yeah, that might not be good. Okay, let's do this. This should be okay, though. I think what I had going on here was I had something like this. And then I might have had a little something like that. And then these going thusly. I think this is good. But this might be a little too far away again. Let's try it out. Yeah, it's not quite making it. All right, so we need a booster. Probably right about here. No, hands. Not like that, please. Like that. This might work. Let's see. All right, I was hoping this would see this would see that, and set that off, and that doesn't look like what's happening. It should totally be happening like that, though. Why is that not doing that? That should be doing that, totally. Let me see. It should be facing this, with the Pico facing this way. Maybe I just had it backwards? Yeah, that should totally be doing that. Let's try it. Hey, there it goes. And now you can hear this counting down. Why? Oh. Supposed to leave that in place, and it looks like this is slowed down significantly. All right, let's do a reset and let's observe that. No pun intended. So we got a little bit of a timing issue there. let's reload. Yeah, I think that's why I need that secondary piston. So when I come over to here, yeah, it's a little bit. Okay. What am I doing for time? I'm at about 1:31. I've got 29 minutes left of the stream. 29 minutes to figure this out. All right, so what I need to do is I need this to activate and to fire this and leave this here. And again, I think the double pulse is what's killing me here. So I think I'm going to need like a 2 piston system here. I think I'm going to have that. I was trying to get away with not having that and just operating off of one, but I think I'm going to need the 2 piston system. Because I don't want the second pulse of this one to retract that. I want the comparator to retract that. So what I'm thinking is actually this kind of a thing. With that. This is kind of jank. There's a better way to do this. I know there is. That will break when I do that. That should be okay, right? And let's reset. Make sure that we're all reset here. I think we are. Temporarily break that redstone there. Let's pull the extras out. Let's put them in here like this. Hey, please. Please. Okay, good. So let's restore that. That's the return circuit. Let's see if this does the thing now. Okay, not quite. I needed this to be fast enough to pull that back. Okay, so almost. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay, all set. Yes. This. Like this. Wait a minute. Oh, now that time it did pull it back. What's the difference? Okay, I guess it worked that time. Could you just please like work every time now? That'd be cool. Please. I'm just saying. Yeah. Now I'm okay. Okay, reset for the next run. Good. Shuts itself off. Good. Okay, let's leave this open. Again, this is... voice. Let me do a little bit of hydration here. Again, this is a little bit jank. Not exactly my favorite way to do it. I should be able to come up with something better than this. Like to bring this around here across the top and then just drop it straight down here. This does concern me a little bit, but it seems to work. Are we rearmed? No, we're not. Let us rearm, shall we? System is armed and ready. We can do that. That looks like it's all set there. See, I'm just thinking. But no, this has to happen here because otherwise the double pulse, I need this. I need the comparator reading the dispenser when it's empty to activate this piston here and shut that off. Otherwise, I'll get the double pulse. We'll shut that off prematurely. So, yeah, let's not have that. I just think I can clean this up a little bit better here. So it's. But anyways, let's see what happens. Let's properly load this thing up too. So it'll count down a little bit longer. And that should be enough. And you know what? Let's just go like this. I mean, I've done the linear to figure this out. I just forget what the number is. That should be close enough, though. Oh, in fact, we can just do this. Nope. Nope. Until you get just enough to send the signal strength. Again, I had worked out the linear equation. In fact, I think I did that on stream. I might have done that on stream. It's not quite 64 items. All right, so I'll tell you what. Let's put 64 items in. See, that lights it up, and then we'll just take away. So say 63 works. 62 still works, right? I thought it was 19, but yeah, see? That should turn off now. Yes. Oh, 32, right? Yeah, I thought it was 19. And And then when the 20th block goes in... Oh, no, not quite. $23 for a dispenser, maybe? I think it is 23. Yeah, it's 23. Okay. There we go. Couldn't remember if it was 19 or 23. Guess what? It's 23. So that lights that up. Okay, that's all armed and ready to go. Right. Let's do this. That's armed and ready to go. All right, so player is running from bloodthirsty baby zombies. Comes over here. Oh my god. Clicks this. Comes on through. And you can see that this is starting to count down. Juking the baby zombies as they're burning in the sunlight. Okay. All right. I have this set, the clock set for about 2 minutes. Which might be a little too long, but baby zombies, last ones of them are burning, huffing and puffing now, looking around. Oh my god, what's that ticking sound? What's this? Huh? What's this? This looks like a countdown clock. Uh-oh. What's happening? So players will start looking there. Well, I can't get back out. What am I going to do? Now, there may be some features along here where the player can maybe push a button and, you know, maybe get a regeneration potion, some food, maybe some gear, something like that. All right. Well, I got my thing. Okay, this is good. But this is still counting down. What am I supposed to do? I can't get out. Right. Oh, there we go. What's going to happen? How do I get out? Hello. How do I get out? Right. And there may be another feature over here where you click on that, get something else. Right. Some sort of enchanted item, some sort of weapon or something like that. Oh, dear. Okay. And then it shuts off. When that happens now, boom, 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 fireworks. Huh? What? Looks up, baby zombies come raining down from the sky. But not into here, just into other parts of the maze. And then the maze door opens. And then when the player goes through, the maze door shuts. This all gets locked out, so the player can't come back in here. So there we go. All right, I'm going to get rid of this. So we got that circuit working. That was good. I thought I would be able to do that a little faster, but oh well. Like I said, brain is especially foggy today. I'm going to leave. I can close this back up, I think. And I think I can close this back up. But this I'm going to leave open because I think I can de-jankify that. Or for Chris, the IT guy, un-jank that. Yeah, I think I can do a little better than this. So I'm going to leave that open. This on the exterior I'm going to leave open for the nonce. I still have a little more wiring here I have to do. A couple things need to happen here. Yeah, so what are the next steps, right? Next step is to probably activate the command block. after I do the countdown. I also need a reset switch right here. And that should not be that difficult a thing to do. There we go with. Let's empty. Hey, please. Hello. There. Okay, shift. That's all right. Okay. Let me see. This should be all loaded up, ready to go once more. That's rearmed. Yeah, like a rearming system in there is something I need. And so a couple more steps here, right? Clean up this, but this circuit works. That works. It's very cool. Next comes the coolest feature, and that's the command block with the baby zombies raining down from the skies. That happens next. You can see some of these little water pools in here. These will be the points in which the baby zombies drop. This will save their little baby zombie lives, in quotes we put, right? So they won't take the fall damage. You know what might be funny, though? Okay, I just had an idea. Not only will the baby zombies fall from the sky, but they will do so. I wonder if a splash potion of slow falling administered to said baby zombies. So they gently float down from the skies. That looks even funnier. Baby zombies just floating down from the heavens into the maze. That would protect them from the fall damage. I wouldn't need these water features in here because this is, I don't really like this, right? I think the potions of slow falling would be better. So cool. So very cool. I really like that idea. So that'll be the feature that we'll be working on next. The command block with the baby zombies falling and the potions of slow falling, they drop down into the maze. The feature after that, there's a couple of things that need to be installed. Whatever bonus feature in the wall here to distribute the helpful item. I was thinking on having the item helpful, detrimental, or neutral, but nah, I think we'll have a helpful item. We'll just have it straight out helpful item. And the next feature after that will be the exit door. That will have to be triggered by all of this as well. And then the lock on this system so the player can't get back in. All right. And that's it for this feature. Then we really only have that feature over there, and then we're ready to... again, I was going to build this in the Generation Survival world. I might still do that, but I was also thinking on just having its own map just for this one as well. Still inviting players on, but just having that have its own map. So, and then... having 3 copies of the same game right next to each other. And so when the player dies, and they will, when the player dies, they will respawn into the next copy to make their second run. When they die over there, and they will, they can then respawn in the third iteration. That would prevent me from that would relieve me from having to take time out from the player's runs, successive runs, and in between restock everything, right? You'd just have 2 other copies restocked and all ready to go. And then the player would start again from the beginning. So there's that. Okay, let us... You know what? I know I just tore this down, but I haven't done my thumbnail pose for this one yet. So let's open this back up so we can show off in the thumbnail some of the things that we had done. And I have to be careful removing some of this stuff, right? There we go. I think that's enough for that. And let me see. I wanted to put some baby zombies right about here. They will be burning in the sunlight. I want to be probably as high up as this. Yeah, let's do that. So let me see. Is that high enough? Nope, a little bit more. That should be high enough so one can see all that redstone behind me, like this. We can do that, like that. And then for a thumbnail, we can do that. We'll have the baby zombies behind us. I think that'll be good enough. And there's Jeannie. No, I thought it was Thursday. I'm dumb. You are not dumb. Stop that. Stop it. Jeannie, welcome in, if not for the very last portions before we end the stream, but I'm still very happy to see you. And remember, there's always a VOD for this. It'll be up on my Twitch channel for 14 days, after which it'll expire, but it's always archived on our YouTube channel, Thunderhand64_gaming2, where it will be preserved for all eternity. Which sometimes I wonder if that's a good thing. But it's really cool to do that. Kachi and I really like looking back on some of those old videos. When I started doing Kachi time with Kachi, he was only 8 years old back in 2020. And his voice hadn't dropped yet and stuff. And it's... some of those streams back then were so funny. Especially his Minecraft streams were hilarious. TNT was a very common feature of those streams. After being the #1 stalker, fan who never misses a stream, my achievements are gone. No, they're not. You're fine. You are fine. Now, let's see if I can do this fast enough before these dudes burn and achieve my... And I can just do the creative mode, right? So we'll get the #1 dude here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like this. Baby zombies burning in the sun. Can I get back up here and do the pose before they all burn? I think I can. Let's do a F5 like that. And there we go. Right there. Please. Okay. Thumbnail pose has been achieved for the VOD. We can log out of here now. Sorry, baby zombie. Yeah, he... Oh, wow. Look, one escaped out through the side there. Oh. Okay, I'll have to look at that a little bit later. Anyways, let's disconnect from the server here. And, of course, there's the mighty Shut Mountain. Don't worry, I'm dumb too. Nobody's dumb. You guys can see the shout-outs, the auto shout-outs for both Jeannie and Shut Mountain. Shut Mountain, of course, fellow buffoon and friend and moderator of the stream. Cheska's Jeannie, VIP buffoon viewer, also on the community server. let us see if there's anyone to whom we can raid out. Oh God. Okay, so the VIPs have now, I believe they've been added to the stream team, right? And so one of the most endearing of the VIPs happens to be Lux Gaming, Lux J Gaming. This is a fun stream, so let's go raid Lux. Endearing with a double E. It's in deer in the headlights just before the car hits. All right. Here's the raid message. If you would like to join us, you can copy and paste that into the... It's just that Lux has a... Lux courts death often on our server. Let's put it that way. But you can copy and paste that if you would like to come along with us. And I always encourage the viewers to tag along to the raid with us, even if you don't have time for the entire stream. You could just drop in and say hi, and if you feel so inclined, maybe drop a follow. Some bits, sub would be super, super cool. Let's set up the raid itself, the countdown. Any typos? No, I think we're good. And I usually like to pre-join the stream to make the transition smooth. There we go. And the raid is counting down. Okay, as always, you can expect to see this Generations stream every Wednesday from noon to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The next Wednesday will be Generations will be working in the survival world on there, so that'll be really cool. But our next stream will be actually Friday. That'll be from the Buffooncraft community server. Yeah, so we'll be doing the stream from the community server on Friday. The following Saturday, I won't be streaming it. Many of the other VIPs and buffoons will, but we'll have a group activity there where we'll be decorating our respective tunnels from the Nether Hub. Jeannie, myself, Waylander Tone, and maybe a couple others if they're available might be working on our tunnel, East Tunnel. Woo! The other groups will be working on their tunnels as well. Super, super cool. I guess whoever does the coolest looking tunnel gets Elytra for each member or something. So that'll be happening on Saturday. So watch out for the Buffoon streams for that. And the VIPs, you'll be able to see that. But our next stream will be Sunday. That'll be 4 to 6 p.m. That'll be Kachi time. And then, of course, the following Wednesday, like I said, noon to 2, that'll be the next generation stream. Okay, with that being said, we are ready to raid out to Lux. Now doing the countdown. Thank you everybody for showing up today, and enjoy the rest of your afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you happen to be raiding out to Lux J Gaming now.